Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Note to Self. I am so jazzed up in this moment that I'm delivering this episode because I just delivered the Rich Life Digital Nomad Masterclass. For those of you who signed up, I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm so grateful to all the beautiful souls who tuned in live and those of you who are catching the replay. And if you didn't get a chance to sign up, but you're curious, send me a DM or email me and I'll be happy to send you the replay to tune into. There was such an incredible amount of value in that masterclass. I truly feel like it was the best masterclass that I have created to date. So packed full of valuable information, teachings, guidance, and we ended it off with a beautiful Q&A, which is always super powerful. And I created the Digital Nomad Masterclass, that's called the Rich Life, to promote DNA, which is my signature program, the Digital Nomad Academy. Those of you who've been following along for a while know that I created this program around 2 years ago, and I have continuously added to it ever since. Each time I relaunch it, there is 6 months of live coaching Q&A calls. So that means that upon registering or investing in this program for yourself, you have hours and hours of bonus content, lots of good juicy stuff to dive into. If you're already an entrepreneur and you're ready to scale your income to the next level, if you're ready to stop just covering the bills or making ends meet with it and scaling up, if you are somebody who has no idea what it is that you would like to do online, but you are willing to figure that out, the Digital Nomad Academy is for you. I truly created it to meet you exactly where you're at, and it is packed full of business mentorship, mindset coaching, software training videos, personal branding, strategy, passive income, everything that you want to know. I am very proud of myself, actually, I want to say, for maintaining diversity on my entrepreneurial path. So I began the journey as an entrepreneur with diversified streams of income, and I'm so grateful that I kept that going, where I didn't solely rely on one specific avenue to receive. So for example, at the beginning of my journey, I made the move to Rome. I was an au pair making 80 euros a week. I also freelance marketed, which probably brought in around $1,000 to $1,500 per month. And then I started a YouTube channel, which throughout that year started to generate income, a few $100s a month. That moved up to a couple $1,000s a month. And then I was attracting YouTube sponsorships. And so I was able to start to sustain myself. In that first year as well, I wrote and published books, which provided me with passive income. So since the beginning, I've been diversified. I've always allowed myself, given myself permission to follow where I felt led as an entrepreneur and evolve and expand. I think that's one huge key as an entrepreneur, is knowing that you chose the path of continuous evolution, growth, and expansion. You chose the fun and exciting adventurous path. Like, let's be real here. If you're somebody who is like, I am going to put my creativity out in this world and I want to create means for myself by doing so, you chose an adventure. You chose a really fun one. You chose to embrace evolution and expansion and to monetize that every step of the way. So the Digital Nomad Academy was created to support every individual along that journey. And each month there are live coaching Q&A calls with me, which are so much fun because I really just dive in. And with me, I'm an open book. I'm incredibly transparent and vulnerable. So you can really ask me anything about the journey and I will tell you, I will share. I also got super vulnerable in the masterclass too, just about, I created this masterclass basically around the things that I have seen from other digital entrepreneurs, a lot of which I have stumbled around with myself that took quite some time to figure out, but that's what brought me to creating DNA and having it be of incredible value to people, because it's just a condensed journey. It's truly everything that you need to get going. And that's why it's at the price point that it's at. I would say it's incredibly affordable. It's a program which I have immensely over-delivered on, because I know what it's like to be like at the very beginning stages of the journey. And I know what it's like to make, perhaps this could be the first investment in yourself that you've made in regards to your career, taking that leap of faith in some ways. But if it's on your heart to be your own boss, you've got what it takes. And I wanted to share with you today that the Digital Nomad Academy is $500 off until May 31st with the code The Rich Life. So I'll be linking DNA down below if you want to check it out. And yeah, DM me if you want the replay. As mentioned, happy to send that along. But I just want to take some time to speak into why now is the perfect time to be your own boss. Like, if it's been on your heart, if it's been at the top of your mind, if it's been something you've continuously come back to of like, I want to do this on my own. I want to step into a next level of financial empowerment. I don't want to be subject to capped income. I'm ready for more freedom. There's truly no better time than now. And our world is changing. Our world is changing, and we've seen digital evolution continuously happen, and there's more and more people who are remote working. There's more and more people who are deciding to work for themselves. And the Digital Nomad Academy isn't just about like being your own boss. I definitely carve out a streamlined pathway for you to do that. But if you're somebody who simply just wants to start freelancing by using your gifts to support others, like that is fully available to you as well. But I want to speak into a couple of these reasons. So I would say uncapped income is the one that first comes to mind, because there's a lot of messaging out there in the collective. We're in a recession, XYZ, there's a lot of what I would say is unsupportive narratives out there. But when you are your own boss, you create your own reality. And if you are somebody who is dedicated to providing value for humans, your heart is open to be of service in that way, you will always have work. If you're doing the mindset work, if you are not conspiring around your downfall, if you are actually uplifting yourself, like mentally in your own mind, energetically within your own body, you will always be of service. You will always have clients. You will always have a flow of income to you in whatever way you decide that comes, in whatever channels that you create. So you're your own boss. You're not subject to a certain amount of paycheck each month. You are open, expanded to that realm of possibilities as an entrepreneur. My next point is that you have the freedom to prioritize you when you work on your own schedule. So this could be as simple as, I know for myself, I am not the most productive between the hours of 9 to 5. I am the most productive between 6 to probably 12 noon, maybe sometimes 2 p.m. Depends what type of day I'm having. But as soon as the afternoon kind of rolls around, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to relax. And so when you are your own boss, or if you're your own boss in regards to working for others as well, like let's say freelancing, you get to decide. You get to decide what your hours are. If you're living in Bali, you want to go surfing in the morning, work in the afternoon, you can do that. And that's the freedom. That is just like, such a juicy part of being your own boss. Also, time and location freedom. Similar to what I just mentioned, but just being able to say yes to life, being able to say yes to opportunities, spending more time with your family, going on a spontaneous trip with your friends. Like, you can do that because you don't have to put in a request to receive time off. You get to just decide. Of course, there comes a certain level of discipline with that, which is part of being an entrepreneur. But, in my journey, the people that I know are truly dedicated to this path can provide and do provide exceptional value to their clients and still live their best life. Like, that's the goal, right? That's how we operate. And the next point I want to make is when you are operating in your gifts, you just feel so inspired by life. You truly feel sustainable energy flowing through you. You know the value that you provide. You feel confident in yourself. You love what you do. And it doesn't feel like time is just passing you by or it's mundane. It's exciting, it's fulfilling, it's uplifting, it's energizing, it's all of those things when you're truly doing what you came here to do. In DNA, we do a deep dive into discovering what those gifts are for you, and you may be surprised. And yeah, I guess next what I just want to say is that it's given me the freedom to take care of myself. It's given me the freedom to just give Zoe everything that she desires and wants for her life. I have traveled the world. I've been to every place that I ever felt called to go. I have lived in different countries. I have learned different languages. I have tasted food all over the world. And like, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying like, this is what I truly wanted. And choosing to be my own boss has given me the opportunity to say yes to that, to like live my life to the fullest, to be someone who resources themselves in such beautiful and deep ways, whether those resources are energetically, financially, caring for myself, nurturing for myself. Like, I've just been able to do it. On the other side of things, like when I've had days where I have felt uninspired, or I felt super tired, or I've just been under the weather, or I'm healing or navigating emotions or navigating a trigger, I can generally take that space and time. Of course, I'm always committed to like client calls or things that I specifically have in my calendar, but I can take time out of each day to take care of me. And that is so deeply fulfilling. So anyways, I hope that this episode inspired you guys to just start to think differently. I hope that it expanded your realm of possibilities. And I hope to see you inside this round of DNA. Every round gets more and more exciting. There's more and more information value provided in each of the new modules, in the live sessions. So just know that there's no better time to make the leap than now. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.